Howdy ho there, my lovies, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn. Yay, hooray. Glad to be coming to you from Glendale, Arizona. I want you to know that I'm getting better and better every day, and I'm super excited about that. I have some fantastic friend mail that I wanted to share with you all, and a couple other little things. And I've got a little story for you, a little Tales from the Step Stool. Happy Thursday! So let's get right down to it. I've got this letter. This is from my wonderful friend Hollis. She sent me this card. You're not feeling well. Can I fetch you anything? And it's got this cute little dog on it. Isn't that precious? She knows I love puppies. And then on the inside, thought a good lab report might make you feel better. Get well soon. I think that is fantastic and funny. Made me chuckle. Sending you lots of love and hugs, Hollis. Thanks, Hollis, for the great card. Yeah, cheered me right up, baby. Absolutely. Then I got this Duke's mayonnaise in the mail from my wonderful friend Rhonda over at Rhonda's Country Kitchen. Go over and check her out. She is a sweet Southern belle with some awesome recipes and some low country recipes from her neck of the woods. They're fantastic. But she thought life's too short to go through life without ever trying Duke's mayonnaise. So she sent this shorty some. Thank you so much, Rhonda. Appreciate it, honey. And it is spectacular. We're missing out here in the West. That's for sure. Duke's mayonnaise, if you're hearing me, baby, send us on down some. We could use some over at our Kroger or the Safeway, Albertsons, anywhere. Yeah, I would drive outside of my 3-mile zone for this. This is fantastic. This will ruin me for all other mayonnaises. So yeah, thank you, Rhonda. Appreciate it. She's a wonderful friend, and I just love her. And she is so kind and supportive. If you're looking for a nice friend, go see Rhonda over at Rhonda's Country Kitchen. I just love her. And her husband, Russ, he's the taste tester, and he's hysterical. Yeah. And this one. Now, I have opened this. I removed the address label because I didn't want to compromise anybody's, privacy or anything like that. And I'm a little off. I'm the first person to tell you right now, I am a little bit off. I'm a little unsteady on my feet, a little off balance in my brain. Got this little fog going on. I'm not liking it so much. But, so my wonderful friend Susan sent me this lovely package. And it has an absolutely beautiful card in it. First of all, a pumpkin and a little witch's hat. Happy Halloween. That's fantastic. I just love that. And the card. So it's a little coffee shop card. And it's 3-dimensional. I don't know if that comes across on camera. But it's a little cutout, little 3-dimensional card. I think that that is just stunning. I can see myself sitting there with my girlfriends. Having a little cup of coffee. Maybe with one of you. Yeah, absolutely. What does Susan say on the inside? Just wanted to send you a little gift because you've given me so much enjoyment. You are such a dear person, and I look forward to every video. Thank you very much. Your video friend, Sue. Sue, thank you, baby. Thank you so much for thinking of me. And this is just a beautiful card. I can't get over the card. I've probably looked at it 20, 30 times just today. That's stunning. Stunning. I love cards. And I'm that person. I've got the big box with all the cards all the way back to the first birthdays. And I like to take them out. I like to read them. Get a little sentimental. That kind of thing. And the ones from like my grannies. They've passed. They're still with me. I got the cards. Absolutely. But she sent me a terrific, beautiful gift. Sue, you have got some skills, lady. This is just a stunning apron. So it's got a big red cardinal on it. It has some leaves, some little holly leaves. It has 3 deep pockets. It's this great color of blue. And it's got a tie apron top. I like that, absolutely. And it is made of really heavy duty material. Just spectacular. This is so pretty. Let's see if I can step back and give you a better look. Here we go. Here we go. Get it on in there. This is going to keep me nice and clean. And it's just, I love it. I love it. But let me show you the other side. The other side, absolutely. Also has birds. It's a great pattern. Yeah, it's reversible. I love that. Double duty. Get it dirty on one side today. Wear the clean side tomorrow. Yeah, this is just, thank you so much. I love it. Thanks for thinking of me. I'm overwhelmed by your all's generosity and generosity of spirit. You know, I do this for a good time. I have a great time making these YouTube videos, and I'm thrilled that anybody watches. But yeah, your generosity of spirit just lifts me up, makes me feel so much better. I'm getting better and better every day, absolutely. I've got to get this mayonnaise back in the refrigerator because in Arizona, you can't leave it out long. Something will happen to it and won't be pretty, let me tell you that. Let me go get it back in the refrigerator. I'll be right back. So the other day, I tried walking over to the Albertsons because I'm going stir crazy here at the house. You know, I don't go shopping every day. I don't go spend money every day. But, you know, I usually get out and, you know, visit a friend or do some of this, do some of that, that kind of thing. Pigpen and I, we walk about 3 miles a day. So I'm used to a lot of mobility. I couldn't make it to the end of my street. And so I live about a 1/4 mile from the corner of my street, and then you cross about 6 lanes of traffic onto the main road, and then you walk down about another 1/4 mile, and there is my Albertsons. From my backyard, I can stand up on something, and I can actually like see the Albertsons a little bit, at least see the sign. So I tried to make it to Albertsons. I couldn't even make it to the corner. I've got wobbly legs. I'm a little bit off balance. Yeah, couldn't make it. And there's no doubt in my mind why they have, you know, medically revoked my driver's license. I'm not in any real shape to go, but I still want to. So I have one more thing to show you. Now, this was a gift from my friend Lance and also Andrew. They put this together for me, and I am super excited about it. So Andrew and Lance got this mobility chair together for me, and it is so cute. Anyhow, Lance, my friend, used to have a nonprofit organization providing mobility chairs for people that struggle with mobility issues. And he had this left over from one of his projects and brought it down, and Andrew bought the batteries for it. Anyhow, yeah, it's going to get me to and from the Albertsons. I'm getting a little basket for the back, but it is so cute and precious. And yeah, what a great gift. Anyhow, it's a loaner until I am back on my feet. Yay, hooray. Anyhow, I'm going to get on down to the Albertsons. Super excited about the mobility chair. It is just for going long distances. I'm still trying to make it to the corner every day and walk around this house as much as possible, because I want to stay vertical as long as possible. But I have something else to show you. This is not a gift, and I found this yesterday, but I thought maybe most of you had not seen one of these before. This is a scorpion, and I found it in my hallway, and it is still alive. It's very much alive. And let's see if I can grab it with these tweezers and give you a good up close look at it. Anyhow, this is a scorpion. That's its tail, and that's where its stinger is. And then maybe you can see the claws up front. Ooh, ooh, it's mad. Oh, it doesn't like that one bit. Anyhow, getting it back in the jar. Anyhow, that's a scorpion. And I almost stepped on it, but I saw it scurry. Anyhow, this house is like the house of the 7 plagues sometimes. We've had spiders this year. We've had flies. We had flies. They were so bad. They were terrible. We've had grasshoppers. Yeah, grasshoppers this big, just eating up my yard. Yeah, and now we have scorpions. Anyhow, I got my bug spray out and went to town all along the perimeter of the yard, the perimeter of the house, in all the nooks and crannies that they can get into. We have not had scorpions before here in our yard. Let's see if it's calmed down any. It's calmed down a little bit, but it's still a little bit mad. Anyhow, he's here in this jar. They are not that great of climbers on glass surfaces. Anyhow, I trapped it in the hallway with this glass and this paper towel, and then I've been saving it for today's video because, yeah, that's a scorpion up close and personal. Now, I grew up in the desert in very rural Arizona, and these were all over the place, inside our house, outside our house, all over the place. You could not control them, and we used to catch them for the neighbor. So when you go to a gift shop in Arizona or you go to the airport, you're going to find one of these encased in like a resin, and it's going to be $3 to $5 generally, maybe 10 now with inflation, who knows. Anyhow, my neighbor used to make those little resins with the bugs in them. Anyhow, she would pay you $1 for scorpions if they were big. That one would probably only be worth about 50 cents because you can catch them up to like this big. They get really huge. That one's just probably a juvenile. Anyhow, $1 for a good size one, and then $5 if you could capture a tarantula and you did not mangle it too awfully bad. Yeah, absolutely. That's how we made a little extra money when we were kids, capturing these little things. They sting very, very hard, and I have only been stung once, not even as a kid when I was catching them, but as an adult when I was cleaning one of my guinea pigs' cages. It was in there, they like those little wood chips. Yeah, anyhow, I put my hand in to scoop up the wood chips, and it got me right on the finger, and they sting. They're very hard. It hurts for a very long time. It is about 5 times worse than any bee sting that I've ever had, and it lasts about 48 hours. Anyhow, I called poison control because, I've got this sting. What do? And they told me to put meat tenderizer on it. Let me tell you, the meat tenderizer didn't do anything. If you're having an allergic reaction, swelling, that kind of thing, just go to the emergency room. They've gotten an anti-venom kind of thing that they can give you. I just put ice on mine and took ibuprofen. It was better in about 48 hours. But yeah, pretty miserable. Anyhow, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this little fella because I know he's got friends. They're around here somewhere. There's never just one. Here's one. This is one of the ones encased in resin like she would make. And this one is a very good specimen. Whoever caught it did not mangle it whatsoever. And they're kind of creepy. Anyhow, they're kind of creepy. They also glow in the dark under a black light, and that's how you find them. Typically, like if we were out catching them, someone would hold the black light, and then somebody would have, a good pair of long tweezers, a spatula, and something to put them in. Yeah. So that's my creepy crawly for today. In case you ever wanted to see scorpion, close up. But before we go, let me tell you a little story. And I like this story because it's a little bit for Halloween, but it's not scary or gruesome or what have you. It's just good, clean fun. So, gosh, it's been a couple of decades ago. My mother, Andrew and I, my sister Sandra, two of her sons, Josh and Jake, my little brother Mark, all decided that we were going to go to my sister Sherry's house in San Diego for a long 3-day weekend. Mark, who is 10, Jake, who's 11, and Josh, who is 12. And these three boys are going through this super fun prankster phase. Yeah, so one of them got like this prank kit, I don't know, at the magic shop or something like that. And all weekend long, they're getting us. They're getting the olds, as they say. We're getting the olds. And they shake my hand, and it's a joy buzzer. Bzzz, and, you know, they're all these little pranks. My favorite, though, was they took a black hair tie, ladies' hair tie, and tied it around the sprayer, you know, of the sink. And you couldn't, I did not even see it, because it just blended right in with the black spray handle and everything on the sink. Anyhow, tied it up, and then when I went to go turn on the faucet to do some dishes, that it just sprayed me all over. And they're getting the olds, and they challenge us to basketball game. You know, you olds can't beat us, yada yada. We kicked their butts. Yeah, we kicked their butts. But they were just little devils. Just little devils, little heathens running around, driving everybody crazy with their pranks and thinking up new stuff. And I have bit my tongue twice now, just in the last couple of minutes. Mother, help me. Anyhow, all these pranks, and we're having, honestly, even the olds are having a good time because they're coming up with some good ones, you know. They're making us all laugh. So we decide that we're going to get them back. My mother decides we're going to get these boys back. So we all have dinner, and then after dinner, it is kind of a family tradition that we sit around and have, you know, like a bull session where we tell stories and yada, yada, yada. I come about it honestly. Anyhow, so we're sitting around with the kids, and we start telling them scary stories. Every scary story that we know. From House on Haunted Hill to The Hitchhiker, you know, the young couple and Lover's Lane with the hook on the door, a scary story we made up about her neighbor and his, you know, haunted house and what have you. And then we told them about my Grandma Lily. Now I'm going to tell you all about my Grandma Lily probably on Saturday as a little Halloween, happy Halloween story. And that is a real spooky story, and it's a true story too. Anyhow, we have these 10, 11, and 12-year-old boys. Their eyes are huge. Yeah, they're scared out of their minds. So we had arranged it. What we were going to do is get them all scared on these scary stories and then tell them it was bedtime. So we tell them it's bedtime. Oh, we're too scared to go to bed. We're too scared. My sister Sandra says, that's okay, kids. Come on, I'm going to bed. You all can sleep with me. And she was in a downstairs bedroom that had a king-size bed. So they're all going to fit, you know. It's going to be a little snug, but they're going to be okay. So they all go down and they get in this bed with my sister Sandra. Well, she had lifted the window in that bedroom. And the deal was she was going to get in bed with the kids. And then I was going to put on this trench coat, one of my brother-in-law's hats, and get a spatula, go stand outside the window and wait for the signal. And the signal was my sister Sandra was going to say, did you hear that? Anyhow, I can hear them all in there, and she's trying to calm them down because they're all afraid, you know, because we've just scared them half to death with all of these scary stories. Anyhow, I'm waiting for the signal. I'm lurking in the dark behind the bushes, and I hear her say, "Did you hear that?" And that was my cue to pop up out of the bushes, and I've got the spatula, and I'm kind of backlit by a dusk to dawn light, and I tap the screen window 3 times with my spatula. She leans up in bed and screams bloody murder, and my sister Sandra could scream, "Ah!" Anyhow, those boys screamed and jumped up out of the bed, opened the doorway, and started running down the hall. My mother is at the end of the hall, hiding behind the corner with 2 water guns that we got out of their prankster kit, and she's got them filled up with water. They come running down the hallway. She pops out from behind this corner and starts spraying them with these spray guns, these water guns. And that freaks them out even more. They think somebody's in the house, and after them, they buzz right by her, not even realizing that it's just water guns. And they're on the way for my brother-in-law. They're all screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." And they're going down the other hallway towards their bedrooms. And there he is. He's at the end of their hallway, hiding behind the corner. And he grabs them all up with one arm. He's a very tall, big man. Anyhow, he grabs them all up with one great big arm. And now they think that the booger man's got them. Anyhow, those poor kids. It was so funny. And we just laughed and laughed and laughed. And we scared them half to death. Anyhow, my mother didn't think it was so funny, because when she got home with my 10-year-old brother, he slept in her bed for a month. I love that story. I love that story. Here, let me show you a picture of my brother. Okay, this is a picture of my brother Mark. Yeah, he's about 10 years old there in that photo. And it's so cute, just absolutely adorable. He passed when he was 20. When I lay down at night to close my eyes, and I'm thinking about things and I'm thinking about him, this is how I always remember him. About 10 years old and feisty. Yeah, just the dickens. I adored him. And yeah, there he is. He's so cute. Anyhow, we had a great time. And yeah, we scared him. We scared him real bad. And he slept with my mom for a month. Anyhow, thank you so much for the lovely gifts. I really appreciate them. And thank you so much for thinking of me. Thank you for your love and support, your beautiful comments, your encouragement. Let me tell you, the encouragement, yeah, that alone just means so much. Your generosity of spirit, watching my channel, your likes, your shares, your subscribes, I can't ask for anything more than that. That's more than I ever anticipated. And thank you so much. Absolutely. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Hollis. Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you, Lance. I appreciate it. Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks to all of you. You're all my lovies. Anyhow, big, huge smooches. I gotta go sit down and rest for a little while. But I wanted to come on here and say howdy and say thank you. Show you my scorpion. Yeah, absolutely. That's weird. We haven't had one in 20 years, and I was really shocked to see it. Yeah, like I said, House of the 7 Plagues. We're going to keep on keeping on. And there's a bright side to everything. You might have to squint to find it, but there's a bright side to everything. Yay, hooray. So my lovelies, I'm going to go rest. Be good, be careful, look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, Crazy But Not Dangerous. Bye now.